Hey, if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, Flashback Videos. I really hope you like what I'm going to show you today, and of course, if you're a regular here, then a big thank you for coming back. You have no idea how much it means to me. Unlike some other then and now channels, I'm not into clickbait style thumbnails and stuff. I try to make sure whatever I put in my videos is true. I don't always get it right, but I do try. If I do get anything wrong, feel free to let me know. I'm not too proud to be corrected, and there's plenty of people out there that know lots more than I do. Anyway, today's flashback movie is the science fiction action fest from 2006, Deja Vu, about an ATF agent who travels back in time in an attempt to prevent a domestic terrorist attack. We're going to be looking a little at the background of the movie, what it's about and who the stars were. Of course, I'm not going to include everyone that was in the movie. I mean, that would take like forever. As usual, if you like what you see, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then you could even subscribe to the channel if you want. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, and you would get to see more of my videos when I release them. And it would really help inspire me to keep on making them. Now, those of you that have been here before already know this, but I don't just make videos about the most popular movies. Some of them are, how can I say, a little more niche. Anyway, the idea is not just to show what the actors looked like back then and how much they've changed. I also try and give my opinion. Not that I'm any great authority, but hey. What I also do is give you some info on the actors, such as their background and what other movies and TV shows they've been in. You never know. Maybe it will get you to watch a movie that you never thought of before. Or not. Okay, so with all that being said, let's do this. Deja Vu was released in December 2006 by Touchstone Pictures, with a running time of just over 2 hours. Reviews for Deja Vu were somewhat mixed, and the movie failed to receive any Academy Award nominations. It was written by Bill Marsili and Terry Rossio, and was directed by Tony Scott. The filming for Deja Vu was done in Louisiana with a budget of around $75 million, and it went on to gross more than $180 million worldwide. The team of a top-secret program brings ATF agent Doug Carlin into its midst to capture the terrorists responsible for a ferry bombing that left hundreds dead. Its amazing technology lets the team fold time 4 days backward and see the madman's movements as he plots to kill a woman who could give him away. Doug realises that the technology could allow him to do what law enforcement officers dream of: go back in time to prevent the crime. To be honest, I'd never heard of this movie till I watched it, but I figured, how bad can it be? I actually thought it was terrific. Nothing of great dramatic or historical significance, of course, but who cares? Denzel is his usual watchable self. Val Kilmer is quirky, with yet another interesting dialect, and Adam Goldberg is fantastic. Once I figured out what I'm supposed to suspend my disbelief about, I just did so and enjoyed what the filmmakers were trying to do. I actually found this particular plot quite intriguing, and really liked having to try to follow its twists and turns throughout the action.
Like, you've known her all your life.
Have we met?
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
Deja vu is believed by many to be a trick of the mind, but the truth is far more extraordinary.
What if you had to tell someone the most important thing in the world, but you knew they'd never believe you?
Undoubtedly one of the main stars, of course, is Denzel Washington Jr, who plays the part of our hero, ATF Special Agent Douglas Carlin, who is sent to investigate the explosion on the ferry. Washington was born in 1954 in Mount Vernon, New York. He's the middle of 3 children, and his mother, Lennis, was a beautician, with his father, Denzel Washington Sr, a Pentecostal minister. One of Hollywood's best-known names, Washington has starred in movies as memorable and diverse as Philadelphia, Training Day and The Book of Eli. He actually began his career as a Shakespearean theatre actor, and came to prominence during the 80s, appearing in the medical TV dramas and elsewhere. He won his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Private Silas Tripp in the Civil War drama Glory in 1989. And then in 2001, he won his second Oscar, this time for Best Actor, for his role as corrupt detective Alonzo Harris in the crime thriller Training Day. Denzel has been married to Paula Patton since 1983. They live in Los Angeles and have 4 children together. The part of the partially burned body pulled from the river, Claire Kuchever, was played by the beautiful Paula Patton, who was born in Los Angeles, California in 1975. Thankfully, the movie goes back in time so we can enjoy her performance as a living person. Paula made her movie debut in the 2005 comedy Hitch with Will Smith, and has since enjoyed starring roles in Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol, Two Guns, Warcraft and Sacrifice. She's also provided additional vocals for Usher on his 2004 album Confessions, and the female vocal counterpart on the song Can You Handle It, which was co-written by Robin Thicke, whom she would later marry. Paula met recording artist Robin Thicke when she was 16 and he was just 14. They were married in 2005 and have a son together. Unfortunately, they divorced again in 2015 after 21 years together and almost 9 years of marriage. Patton was granted sole custody and a restraining order against Thicke after she accused him of domestic violence, infidelity and drug and alcohol addiction. Born in California in 1959, Val Kilmer portrayed FBI Special Agent Paul Pryzwarra, who asked Doug to join the newly formed governmental detective unit and investigate the bombing. After shooting to stardom as Iceman in the much-loved 80s military action film Top Gun, he went on to star in the fantasy film Willow in 1988. Since then, Kilmer is perhaps best known for playing real-life figures in movies, including Jim Morrison in The Doors, an apparition of Elvis Presley in True Romance, Doc Holliday in Tombstone, John H. Patterson in The Ghost in the Darkness, and John Holmes in Wonderland. He's also had starring roles as Bruce Wayne in 1995's Batman Forever and Simon Templar in The Saint. In 2017 it was revealed that Kilmer had gone through a 2-year battle with throat cancer and that a procedure on his trachea had reduced his voice to a rasp and rendered him short of breath. Famous for being difficult to work with and once described as difficult and childish, Kilmer has dated Cher, Cindy Crawford, Angelina Jolie, Daryl Hannah and Ellen Barkin. He was married to actress Joanne Whalley from 1988 to 1996 and they have 2 children together. James Patrick Caviezel Jr. was born in Washington DC in 1968 and played the role of the mentally unstable bomber Carroll Oerstadt. Having begun his career with a minor role in the 1991 movie My Own Private Idaho, Caviezel is perhaps best known for his portrayal of Jesus Christ in 2004's The Passion of Christ. He's a devout Catholic and in 2017 he talked about the importance of his faith, the lasting impact that The Passion of Christ has had on his life, and his special devotion to the Virgin Mary. James has been married to high school English teacher Kerry Browett since 1996 and they have adopted 3 children from China who had cancer. I think that pretty much covers what you might call the big name actors in the movie, but just like all good movies, there's a whole host of amazing supporting actors that play equally important roles, and I'm going to show you some of them now. Actor, musician and photographer Adam Charles Goldberg was born in California in 1970 and played the part of Dr. Alexander Denny, the leader on the investigative unit which helps Doug in his attempt to return to the past. Goldberg is best known for his work as a supporting actor and has enjoyed parts in the likes of Dazed and Confused, Saving Private Ryan, A Beautiful Mind and Zodiac. But he has also had leading roles in independent films such as The Hebrew Hammer and 2 Days in Paris. Strangely, he also stars opposite Queen Latifah on CBS's TV show The Equalizer, which is a spin-off from the original movie starring Denzel Washington. Goldberg has been married to artist and designer Roxanne Dana since 2014 and they have 2 children together. American actress, entrepreneur and activist Erica Alexander was born in Arizona in 1969 and portrays the token black woman on Pryzwarra's investigative team, Shanti. Erica made her film debut appearing in the independent drama My Little Girl in 1986, only 5 weeks into an acting class at the New York Freedom Theatre. But she got her big break starring opposite Whoopi Goldberg in the 1990 civil rights epic drama The Long Walk Home. Since then, Erica has become best known for her roles as Pam Tucker on The Cosby Show and Maxine Shaw on Living Single. In 1997, Erica married artist and screenwriter Tony Puryear, but they divorced in 2017. FBI Special Agent in Charge Jack McCready was played by Bruce Greenwood, who was born in Canada in 1956, and is perhaps best known for his role as the American President John F. Kennedy in 13 Days. On television, he starred as Gil Garcetti in The People vs. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story, and has appeared in Mad Men, St. Elsewhere, Knots Landing, and John from Cincinnati. Most recently, he has starred as Dr. Randolph Bell in the Amy Holden Jones created medical drama, The Resident. Greenwood is married to Susan Devlin, and they live in Pacific Palisades, California. Born Eldon Ryan Ratliff in Maryland in 1977, Eldon Henson played the part of Gunners, the operator at fault for causing a blackout to most of the central US, which was blamed on Canada. Although born in Maryland, Henson grew up in Burbank, California, and started out as a child actor at the age of 6. He's best known for playing Fulton Reed in the Mighty Ducks trilogy, Foggy Nelson in Daredevil, and Pollux in The Hunger Games Mockingjay, Part 1 and 2. Henson lives in Los Angeles and he has a son with ex-wife Kyra Sternbach. You can't really call Elle Fanning a supporting actor these days, but in this movie she was just that, playing the small role of the toothless Abby. Elle was born in Georgia in 1998 and made her movie debut as the younger version of her sister Dakota Fanning's character in the drama film I Am Sam in 2001. She won her first role independent of her sister in the comedy Daddy Daycare, and has since gone on to star in the likes of Super 8 and Maleficent, as well as its sequel Mistress of Evil, with Evangelina Jolie. More recently, Elle has been starring in the miniseries The Girl from Plainville, playing Michelle Carter, and has started Llewellyn Pictures with her sister Dakota. Professionally known as Matt Craven, Matthew John Kronkovich was born in Ontario in 1956 and played the role of ATF Special Agent Larry Minuti. Craven is best known as a character actor working on both TV and films, and his movies include the likes of Jacob's Ladder, K2, A Few Good Men, and Assault on Precinct 13. Craven has been married to makeup artist Sally Sutton since 1992, and they have 2 children together. American actress, model and comedian Chandrella Dupre Avery was born in California in 1970 and played the role of Kathy. In her guise as a comedian and as the oldest of 10 children, Chandrella has created a one-woman show titled Ain't I Enough, based on her experiences growing up with her enormous family. In the early 2000s, Chandrella had a recurring role as Candy Taylor on the situation comedy One on One, and later became a cast member on the spin-off Cuts, playing the same role. As I said at the beginning, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope you enjoyed it and maybe got something out of it, even if you don't decide to watch the movie. Once again, please don't forget to smash that like button, or even subscribe to the channel if you want to. I know I'm not a big YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, but I appreciate each and every one of you that take the time out of your busy day to watch my content. And as long as you do, I'll keep on making videos for you. Know that my thanks go to each and every one of you, and if you ever want me to do a video of a particular movie you love, just let me know in the comments. I read every one of them personally, and always try to answer them.